Hi guys, so I recently picked up this Hunkydory Whopper Topper Pad Birds of the World, and I had hauled it and I showed you guys kind of what's in here. And so today we're going to try it out. I'll just choose one of these guys. It's not the thickest topper pad that I've felt, and that's odd because they usually don't make them thinner. It says 300 GSM. Maybe some of the other ones are like 350. Just feels a little thinner. See, I mean, even when I can bend it. That's interesting. Cute designs. I love them. I showed you guys this last time, from more, I would say, very feminine designs to maybe some more masculine designs and just cutesy things. And it's literally all the birds that they have in a lot of their different topper packs and collections and things. So if this is still available, I'll go ahead and link it in the description box. Look at the peacock ones. Those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items through those links. I love that each one does have like little sentiments. It has like these little border strips that you can use, you know, to continue decorating. So it's not just the topper, it has some other bits that are really cute. Like even this one, if you had a little square, then you have like little corner designs, and again, a little strip you can use. Thank you so much, a little birdie told me, or, you know, wishing you a very happy birthday, things like that. So I'm going to choose some papers because we're going to need to put this on something, right? And stuff like that, and I will be right back. Oh, look at this one. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so after kind of looking through, I think I'm going to use this one. I was looking at the little hummingbird one, and I was thinking about making it 4x6, but this is 4x6 already. I don't know if a lot of the background will show, and I really love this imagery, but I think I'll wait for another time. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to do a 5x7, so I can just take this whole thing out, I suppose. And we're just going to do something pretty easy, I think. Try to add a little something different to it. So if I measure this guy, actually I don't remember because I did have to take a pause for a few days, sorry. It's like 5 3/8 by almost 4. So I'm going to make a 5x7 card, but I'm going to make it so that it opens long ways like this. And of course I don't really have like 14-inch paper. So I need to cut 2 5-inch pieces off of this. One will be 5x7, and then the other one will be 5 by like 7.5 or something. I can't really just, well, I guess I could cut them both right now, huh? Okay. I'm just going to cut the 5-inch pieces first. Well, that's fine. So 5. So this is a standard A2 size piece of paper. That's already 5 inches wide. Another one that is 5 inches wide. And instead of taking out my extender, I'm going to cut 1.5 inches off of this one to make it 5x7 since it's 8.5 inches, right? Try to make it as straight as we can. My cuts here. So 5x7. And then 7.5. So on this one, I'm just going to take an inch off. Because what we're going to do is glue those two together so that it'll be something that opens long ways. So I guess we can finish that up right now too. So let's grab scoring board. And this taller one, I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch at the top. Oh, it's just this little piece, but we want to fold that. I'm going to glue it to the back of this piece. So if this was our front, you know, I mean, you could use it for the front. I'd rather have this piece being the front and then just glue this to the back like this. But we're going to divot out just a little bit right here just to make it look a little nicer. It's just a little something like that. You can definitely cover the back, or if you glue it to the front, the inside, you know. I'm just going to glue it, again, back here, like that. So when it opens up, it looks nice. But if you want to glue it in here, you can do that and then put a matte layer to cover it, you know, however you want. Or if you want to use it this way and have your matte layer cover the front, whatever it is that you want. See that my guillotine left a little something there. Okay. Alright. And then I have this pretty pink paper that I used the other day, this mirror card. And maybe I have larger pieces, but for right now, since I know where this one is, and it was right in front of me still from when I used it the other day, I'm going to use this mirror card. The only thing is it's smaller than 5x7. So I'm going to use 2 pieces, and I'll show you how I'm going to get that done. but let's put this here, and then I'm going to emboss it, I think, for the background. Just making sure this is okay. So those two are stuck together from the back. Okay, so I'm gonna hold that down, make sure it stays nice. And I did forget to grab one thing, so I'll be right back. So I have these pretty pieces here, but this is 153 millimeters by 110 millimeters. So not quite the size I would want. Ooh, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, I was gonna say I can use these leftover pieces, but I need 2 pieces of this cute stuff because they are basically A4 size, which is roughly 4 by 6. I just need 2 pieces. Now again, I can matte layer, but it has a huge area around it. I do not like that. So what I'm gonna do is cut 2 pieces that are like this, but I'm gonna make it so that they're pretty even. So for a 5 by 7, we want these things to be 5 inches wide. Alright, I'm cutting them both. They're pretty thin. And then, you know, did you want to go all the way to the end? And I do. So I'm going to cut them 5 inches wide by 3.5 in the other direction, just making sure they're still pretty much stacked together nicely. And then 3.5. So I have these 2 pieces that are going to join in the center, okay? But I'm going to cover that with a little strip. So what I went to go grab was this Spellbinders shell from March of 2023. I thought the shells were looking really cute, and then as I was looking for this, I came across it's like a shell pattern, but I came across the one that's actual shells. That's really cute too. But just something like that, just to add a little interest in the background. You're not going to see too much of it, but that's okay. And I'm just going to put them real close together and try to line them up. We're going to put something right here anyway, so even if it's a little bit off, it's not the biggest deal. I just want to see if it's pretty straight. Okay, I'm going to run this through. This is a standard embossing folder, so just in the Platinum 6, it's just your base plate and one of the cutting plates, and that's the standard. If you're using the universal plate system, you'll just follow what it says for that. But for now, it's just this and this. You know I like matte layers, but I do want to use one of these little strips in the background, so that's that. So let's see. Ooh, curvy, but very pretty. Okay. Let me put this away, I'll be right back. Well, that is a little bit unfortunate to deal with this. I was gonna say, this paper is kind of thin, the mirror card. Okay, so, a couple things. I'm gonna put glue all over. Now you can put it on the mirror card itself, but since it's doing what it's doing, I'm just going to put it all over here on the very edges. We need to really make sure that stays down. We'll give it a little bit of a zhuzh, and then I'm gonna put glue pretty much all over this. And then of course I'm gonna put something heavy on top and all that, like I like to do. So what we can do, oh, I already left these, you know how I lined it up all perfect, and now I'm like, what did I do? Right there? That looks right. Okay, and give it kind of a zhuzh. That looks pretty good. Once it stays put, that'll be very good. There and there and there. Okay, that's not too bad. Again, I'm gonna put a strip of something right here, so that's okay. Alright, put something heavy on top of this so I can see that that's where I want it to be. I just need it to stay down, so we're gonna put that, and we're gonna put this, and I'm gonna take off for like 10 minutes to go do something else. Whatever that is. I'll be back. What I can do is pop these guys out, and I kind of pop them out going back like this. That way you're not tearing into your gold just in case it pops a funny way. These chads are pretty small, so that doesn't bother me, but if they stick out at all, you can just get a little scissor and just kind of nick those off there, but that's pretty good. So I'm gonna use one of those. I think I'm gonna make it a birthday card. So happy birthday. And in the background, I was gonna have one of these strips running through the center. I have a lot of pink. Should I use the green one? Maybe we can use the green one. So with these guys, what you can do is pop them out. And as you can see, they're stuck at the very end. So what happens is that, let's say you just need a little portion of it, you can just cut it off and leave it kind of attached, which I do. I only need a 5-inch piece, but I'm going to cut the whole thing. So you can cut it from down here, or, you know, cut it away wherever you need that to happen. I'm just going to cut the whole thing out. Okay, and I'll wait a little bit longer. This guy out. I was going to say that you don't have to put the strip down the middle, you know, I just chose to do that. And maybe for this card, maybe it would have been better to do a little something fun, but that's okay. So, that looks pretty good. It's nice and flat, pretty straight. And then this little junction here, we're going to cover up with this anyhow. So, I think I'm just going to put it right down the center. It just has like little leaves. Maybe the pattern should go this way. It looks like there's an up and a down possibly. Oh, am I going to have to squish this down too? I might have to go ahead and also put some weight on this. I don't know. Now, this whole back portion is not going to show, but I don't really need this for any other application. Like, I'm not going to use it on a different card. It's pretty much there, so we can just put this on here. You know, it doesn't have to go right in the center either. Just covering that up there. What I meant is, like, maybe you can go a little higher, a little lower than that line. But you can definitely just cut little pieces that are just going to fit behind here, because this topper is pretty big. I haven't tried it, but yeah, I mean, you really just need those little areas showing. And actually, even that being in the center, this can be wherever it wants. It doesn't have to be all centered. But that's what I was thinking of doing, so that might work. Alright, let me think about that once this sets up. And I'm just going to cut these guys off. Now, we could have just cut it on a guillotine, but I'm just going to cut them from here, so that's fine. And why is it always so much harder to do the other side? Because you have to come up this way, so I'll just turn it around and go this way. But for whatever reason, one side's always easy to cut, and the other one's like, oh, I'm cutting into my card at this point. Ah, not great. Okay, that looks good. Now again, set this up wherever you like. I already put dimensionals. They're kind of lower profile. And I mean, the card has a lot going on just with that beautiful pattern in the background. So I guess what I'm going to do is line this up here. I'm looking at the center of that little guy. That looks pretty straight. These cards are pretty quick and easy. Now, of course, if you watch Hunkydory videos, which I highly recommend, they have crazy ideas. Really cool stuff, the way they play with papers and all that. The kind of cards they create. Really fun. Check them out, because they will definitely, like, they would put this happy birthday maybe, and then they would also use, like, you know, love you, I will love you today, tomorrow, and forever, or something, because, you know, they still go together, right? It's a nice sentiment. But for me, I'm just going to do the happy birthday and maybe pop it down here. I was just debating if I want to pop it up, but why not? So these are low profile. So what I'm going to do is use one on this side, and I'm going to put two stacked up on top of each other on this other bit. 1, 2. That way, this one already has one underneath it, right? So we have that one, and then these two. And I'm going to put it off to the side. Oh, that's right there, isn't it? Let's bring it in just a little bit if I can. I don't know if that was much better, but that's okay. So nice and bright, cheery. Trying to make sure that's about straight. That looks good. So have that happy birthday. And then just for a little added more something, I grabbed these guys. I went to get pink rhinestones out of like the die and press folders, and these were just sitting on top already. Like, that's just what I do. I like to use these. So I'm like, all right, cool. So you take that one and just add a little something. These are all the same size, so I'm not changing up the sizing of one or the other. Something there. A lot of times I like to use a large one and then two smaller ones, but for now I just grabbed these guys, and that just adds a little more sparkle. And that is the card. I mean, it has a lot going on. Super simple. I mean, this video probably just a few minutes other than me showing the paper pad at the beginning, but I mean, that has a lot going on, and it is spectacular. So thanks for watching, guys. I will have images come up. I'll have the links in the description box, and I'll see you all at the next one. And then person can display it like that, which it's the same difference if they were to display if it was opening the other way, but I just wanted this kind of look for this tall card, you know. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.